Hey guys, so Xiaomi did set a huge bezel-less smartphone trend last year with their introduction and release of the Xiaomi Mi Mix. So basically, they did set the design language for bezel-less smartphones for the next couple of years. And a lot of smartphone manufacturers have followed their trend, some have even copied their trend, but basically they have shown what people want, bezel-less smartphones. Now Xiaomi has released their second bezel-less phone, the Mi Mix 2. And today, in this video, I want to show you why I'm going to switch from my Galaxy S8 to the Mi Mix 2. So let's go. The first generation Mi Mix was amazing, but had some downsides. And with its successor, Xiaomi is looking for some change, but still delivering a bezel-less, or let's say, less bezel experience. While the first Mi Mix was only sold in China, the Mi Mix 2 now expands to all markets which Xiaomi covers. The phone will be available in 30 markets, where Xiaomi currently has a presence, and also it packs 42 LTE bands to make it a truly global smartphone. The Xiaomi Mi Mix 2 is beautiful, and just like its predecessor, it features an edge-to-edge screen that covers basically the entire front of the phone, except of some small chin, which hosts the camera and the notification LED. That allows you to have a 5.99-inch IPS LCD display with full HD resolution in a phone only a bit bigger than a regular Galaxy S8. The ceramic phone body feels amazing, just like on the old Mi Mix. But wait for it, there will be also a full ceramic body version in white with 8GB of RAM. There are a bunch of models available at Trading Shenzhen, and I've ordered the 64GB version because it's just very cheap and around the same price as my Galaxy S8, which I will probably sell. In general, the phone feels so much better than the old Mix because it's way smaller and not that heavy anymore. On the shiny backside we can find a single camera that stands out a little bit of the device, a dual LED flash and a fingerprint scanner. The overall build quality is fantastic and the buttons feel amazing to press. At the top there is a secondary microphone for noise cancellation, and at the bottom a USB Type-C port and a single speaker behind the right speaker grille. The speaker sounds pretty good. Oversteers a bit at maximum volume, but it's loud enough to listen to music or to do calls. What you won't find on the phone is a 3.5mm headphone jack, so you will have to use the included Type-C adapter, which is a bit a pain in the ass. But however, the output sounds great and you can also power big headphones or headsets. Also, it's possible to use a Type-C to USB adapter for accessories. Now talking about accessories, inside of the box you will find a quick charger with cable, a manual, Type-C adapters and a pretty good looking matte plastic case for the phone. The charger comes with the international layout, but luckily Trading Shenzhen has included an EU adapter. The phone charges incredibly fast and gets from 0 to 100% in less than 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is just great. However, there is no wireless charging supported. Battery life is also really good, even though the battery size did shrink 1000 mAh down to 3400 mAh. Now I've got an average of around 5.5 to 6 hours of screen on time, with something between 50 to 70% brightness, which is really good and way better than on my S8 with sometimes not even 4 hours of screen on time. And that's also one of the main reasons why I will switch to the Mi Mix 2. The display looks fantastic, and before all the people start to whine that this is not an OLED panel, I've been using the S8 now for 2 months. And now after 2 weeks with the Mi Mix I can say that I won't miss the OLED panel. The colors look fantastic, it's sharp enough to even read fine text and bright enough outside with no big color shifting. Videos look great and everything looks clear enough for my eyes. So in general the display looks really good, and to be honest I won't miss OLED and the 2% extra sharpness of QHD. Now Xiaomi decided to keep a single camera on the back, which is kinda sad because I love the great bokeh advantages or wide-angle modes which dual cameras can give you. The rear camera is a 12-megapixel shooter with 4-axis optical stabilization at f2.0, so don't get too excited about the stabilization. It helps with video capturing and improves low-light shooting, but to be honest, a better camera module would have done the same. So the app is still the same as before with no new modes, and as always there is manual mode and slow motion capture included. The only weird thing is that I wasn't able to adjust any settings for the front-facing camera in video mode, so it seems to be locked down to the default settings, which is probably just 1080p. Pictures in general are pretty good when there is enough light. However, in low light it gets grainy fast and the OIS doesn't really help a lot. So to be honest, my S8 does a way better job in everything camera related, especially in details if you check out some fancy patterns and low light performance. Also, dynamic range and color reproduction is just on a different level on the Galaxy S8, so camera-wise the S8 is a true winner. The front-facing camera has 5 megapixels and is placed in the right bottom corner, which really sucks if you want to record videos. And also the camera is not really wide angle, so you need to hold it quite far away from your body when you want to capture more than just your face. The strange camera placement also causes issues with some apps like Instagram, which will be upside down when you try to take a selfie. So all in all, the front-facing camera performance is okay under daylight conditions, but nothing more than average. And here are some sample clips. Nina. Nina. Hey guys, so here's a quick rear camera video test on the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2, and well, so far as I see on the screen, it doesn't look too sharp at all, but just check it out right now on the computer. So this is a quick live test. Also listen to the audio quality, and well, it seems like there is some kind of software stabilization because the image warps a little bit from time to time. Well, so far, if we have a look here at the sky, as you can see, exposure adjustment is pretty good, really on point. Dynamic range looks okay. And just check out all the colors here. Green tones seem to be good saturated. Also here, you know, the orange, red tones, there are details in the background. Check it out right now. So well, that's a quick rear camera 4K video test on the Mi Mix 2. Hey, what's up? Oh, here's the camera. So well, recording videos in landscape mode with the front-facing camera on the Mi Mix 2 is a little bit tricky. First of all, looking into the camera is really weird because I have to look into the spot right over here. If I look at the display, it just looks like this. So the next thing is I have to hold it with my left hand, and if I do it with the right hand, then you see you cover the lens, which sucks. So if you basically flip the display into that mode, you can hold it with the right hand, but then the camera is down there and you have to look down. If you want to basically hold it at the level of your face, it would be like this. Camera down there looks a bit weird. So recording videos with the front-facing camera is a little bit weird because you have to get used to it. But so far, as you can see, exposure adjustment could be a little bit better sometimes, especially when the sun comes at my face. But so far, stabilization looks okay. Colors do look okay. Dynamic range, quite okay. But well, that's the front-facing camera and the microphone quality on the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2. The only weird thing is that there are no options in front-facing camera video mode, so I can't change anything. I'm not sure if this is bugged or I can't find them. I can change all the settings in photo mode, but not for video mode, because there are no options, which is a bit strange. But well, that's the front-facing camera right now on the Mi Mix 2. The phone runs MIUI 8.5 and it still feels the same like on my older Xiaomi phones. So some things are still in Chinese and the only languages are English and Chinese and some other languages which I don't know. So luckily Trading Shenzhen already installs the Play Store and checks the phone. So MIUI is community driven and updates come really fast, but it can still happen that parts of the US don't seem to be completely finished or translated properly from Chinese. And notification management as always is quite strange. However, it's customizable and if you know what you're doing, it's a nice phone in general. That also comes straight out of the box with some nice gestures and features and only a very little amount of bloat. It also features dual apps straight out of the box and in general it feels snappy and multitasking is a pleasure. The Snapdragon 835 combined with 6GB of RAM or even 8GB of RAM is just amazing. and this phone is incredibly fast in daily use and gaming. It runs basically everything you throw at it, and all high-end games run with maximum frame rate without overheating, so it's a real performance monster. Now connectivity was also fine, Wi-Fi on the same level as on my S8, GPS also the same with a very fast lock time of not even a second and very good 4G speeds, however I don't have so much on my contract. Now finally it's a Chinese phone that also does the most important thing good, communication. Now lastly, also the fingerprint scanner works fine. It's definitely not the fastest one on the market, but it's super accurate and that's important to me. And also it's really a mess that there is no fingerprint scanner like this on the iPhone X. So since the placement on the S8 really sucks, because I always touch my camera lens, this is really way more convenient. Okay, that's basically it, and now let's talk about my personal feedback. Alright guys, so now here comes the unscripted part for all the people who like the bullshit I'm talking about. So now I want to give you some more insights why I'm switching from the S8 to the Mi Mix 2. So first of all, the size. Now the old Mi Mix, it was just too big. I don't like really big smartphones because I usually have them in my pockets, and with skinny jeans having those huge bricks in your pocket, it's just a mess. Now that's why I'm actually using the S8 right now, not the S8 Plus, because you know it's really compact. But if you just check this out now, the Mi Mix 2 is not really a lot bigger, so just a little bit in width, but that's it. And it has a bigger display, it just feels very good, and actually I like the form factor of it instead of the S8. Now the front earpiece sounds way better on this unit than on the Mi Mix, so this is definitely also a plus point. Then non-QHD. Well, for sure, this has a totally high-res display, it's AMOLED, this is IPS, only Full HD, but to be honest, if I compare them here right now, well, there is really not a huge difference. And for people who say, yeah, it's no Quad HD, I'm not buying it, it's only Full HD, it's bad, well, you're probably watching that video on your PC, which comes in 90% of the cases with a Full HD screen. And is this now bad resolution? Does it look bad? I mean, you can read even the smallest text on this Full HD display. It just looks perfectly fine to me. LTE bands have been improved. Well, I don't travel so much, but it's a good point to have it also in case you don't need it. Regarding the battery life, this is basically the biggest downside on the Galaxy S8. I have never had a phone with that bad battery life. Okay, let's say it again. Not since the Galaxy S6 Edge which had the same shitty battery life. Really, to be honest, I'm never getting through a full day on the Galaxy S8. It's just terrible. And don't get me wrong, this was not sponsored. I bought this phone because Samsung doesn't give a shit about me, so they don't send me even phones which I have to return. They don't send me anything. So I watched a couple of reviews and I said, well, it's the Galaxy S8, it's expensive, it's a good brand, so I guess the phone will be good. Also the battery life should be okay, but no, it's totally terrible, and I have to recharge that phone twice a day, which is just a mess. So I even did some tweaks to TouchWiz, like to extend it. It's a little bit better. I did basically set the resolution to a lower resolution, which puts less stress on the GPU and everything, but still the battery life is not really good, to be honest. And the battery life on the Mi Mix 2 is just really, really good. So at least I get a full day of usage, and that's what's important to me, because at the end of the day it gets to the charger, and but I need a full day of use, don't get me wrong. So the camera, well, the camera placement on the Mi Mix 2, it's a bit a mess. Now, I do a lot of video chatting, and if an app is not compatible with it and the whole menu is upside down, this is literally a mess, and I really hope that apps get improved in the future to basically compensate all that. Now right now, I mean, it's probably something I have to get used to, but it's just very convenient, just like on the iPhone X, to have the front camera at the top. So it basically destroys a little bit the design, but I don't need a complete bezel-less smartphone. I mean, this looks already very good, and having a little bit more bezel in the front-facing camera would be okay for me. Maybe then even a smaller chin here at the bottom. But still, the design is very good, fits perfectly nice in one hand. Alright, so also the materials, everything is fine. Regarding the headphone jack, well, on the S8, with the same thickness as you can see, there is a headphone jack. So actually I'm kind of sad that I lose it, but to be honest, I don't use it quite often. In my car I have a Bluetooth radio, so I'm connecting it over Bluetooth. I have Bluetooth headphones, so I can live without it, but I do understand people like it, and also I will kind of miss it because from time to time I just like to plug it in, and usually I lose things. I lose my keys, I lose my wallet, and those damn adapters, even if I keep it on the headphones, I will lose it, I'm pretty sure. But well, this is something you have to live with. Regarding memory extension, also kind of sad because you know it doesn't cost a lot, but you know they have now those models with 128, 25, 6, 20, 56 gigabytes. So they want to make more money on them, and they have removed that option. I can understand it, but it's really convenient to have SD cards on the S8, even though I'm just using 70 gigabytes. So I would be perfectly fine with a 128 gigabyte version. Alright, so no waterproofing. Now regarding waterproofing, it's really nice to have, but I was only once in the pool with the Galaxy S8, so I can also live without a waterproof smartphone. But all in all, from the day performance, so this is actually what's important for me. Good battery life and snappy. And yeah, that's basically what the Xiaomi offers me. Now the camera is not that good, but to be honest, well, it's in low light situations not that good, and the details are not that good. But the rest, it's still a very decent camera, and guys, I got it. You, or actually most of my subscribers, don't really care about the camera. But understand me guys, I'm a reviewer on YouTube, and it's basically, my working unit. So if there's something I want to record, I just grab my phone and shoot a video. I know that most of the people don't do it, but for me, a good camera is quite important. So I need to see if I'll keep the Mi Mix 2, or maybe, even maybe, switch to the Pixel. But well, let's see guys. Alright, so that was my kinda quick, unscripted part, so my personal point of view, why the Galaxy S8 really sucks, and this is battery life, the software. Well, the camera is good, the design is nice, but still, the phone, I don't like it that much. So I'll give the Mi Mix 2 now a chance, and if it's not that good in terms of camera performance, I'll probably switch to the Pixel 2. Alright, thank you so much for watching guys, thank you for watching this review, and if you want to help me out, please like this video, post a comment down below, and maybe share it with your friends. I would be very happy if you could support me in that way, so I can continue to make videos. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next review. You can find some more information down below in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day.